Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pikeville Medical Center Specialty Spotlight. I'm your host, Carly Lambert, and my guest today is Dale Morton, Executive Director of PMC Emergency Services. So today we're going to be highlighting a couple of new and exciting things happening in some of Dale's departments. First of which is our new ambulance service. So talk about this new service and how it came about and how it's going to benefit our patients.
Okay, so we started in 2018 with the certificate of need process, trying to get an ambulance service here. It got to the point that because of the lack of services in the community, that the patients in our hospital were having to wait longer and longer to be transferred out on the few occasions that we did transfer somebody, or inpatient setting, they was waiting longer and longer to be took to a nursing home or a long-term care acute hospital. And so we started the process, and then last year when House Bill 777 passed, that helped us move forward in an exponential manner with getting our license. And then once we found an ambulance to buy, which was the next hurdle that we faced, we applied for our license and was granted a Type 1 advanced life support and basic life support interfacility transport ambulance service license by the Kentucky Board of Emergency Medical Services. This license took effect February 28th, so we've about a week now, and we've already made several runs with it, which is really good for our patients. It's getting them out of the facility when they need to go a lot quicker, and it also helps our community because we're not taking trucks off the road that work for the community providers in order to take these long distance transfers that we're taking. So it's keeping those ambulances on the road here in order to be able to expedite 911 calls.
Yeah, and it's really beneficial to our patients too. Like you said, we transfer them out of our facility, either to a nursing home or a long-term facility, and that opens up beds for patients who may need them, and it shortens hospitalization time as well.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a few times that we transfer people out of the ER. Back in the early '80s, when I first became an EMT, we would bring something to the hospital and it wasn't nothing to turn around and transfer it back out then, and that happens very rarely these days. It's very seldom that we transfer anything out of PMC, but on the occasion that we have to, it's nice having that ambulance service sitting right there so you don't have to. Like I said, it's not a 4-6 hour waiting on the community provider to be able to free up a buggy. And again, it helps the people of our community because we're not taking those ambulances off the road to go take something to Lexington or Louisville that's gone out of the community for 5, 6, 7 hours while that run's taking place. It's our ambulance and it's our people that's working in the emergency department that's taking this run. So, we're able to help that. And like you said, if it's something upstairs that, there's so many times that we have to hold patients in the emergency department waiting on a bed to open up upstairs, or ICU might have somebody that could be moved down out of ICU and onto the floor, which allows their family to be with them more, and it helps speed up the process. Anytime you've got family or friends that are helping you when you're sick, it helps the mental part of the healing. So that's a great benefit that really helps our patients.
Absolutely. And another thing I wanted to touch on today was the new EMS program. So we have a new EMS training program. So why don't you talk about a little bit about what that is and what that encompasses?
So we got that with the help of our grant department. They wrote an excellent grant and got us some funding. And so what we're doing is we are providing, in conjunction with Pikeville Fire Department, we are conducting training for 36 participants to become emergency medical technicians. The ultimate goal would be to get these people on an ambulance service or something, but even if that can't happen, that puts 36 more people out in the community that are trained now and know what to do if one of their neighbors experiences an urgent medical condition or a crisis that they need an intervention or need help. So this is 36 more people out in the community that now know what to do, have the training, and can act and can help that person until an ambulance can get there, which again, anytime that you can start the process that quickly, it helps ensure a good outcome. So again, we're helping our community by that. The great thing about this with the grant that they got us, we're paying for everything for these people. It's the books, the training, the background checks, all that's paid for. Then we're paying for when they get to the point that they finish the class and they go to test, we're paying for that test. We're paying for the study guides for that test. And upon successful completion of it, we're even giving them a medic bag that will have supplies in it that they'll need. Like I said, if they never step foot on an ambulance, they'll have the training and the equipment to be able to help their families and their neighbors until an ambulance can arrive. And there's even a stipend included in it to help them to pay some of the fuel costs and stuff to get to class and back. So, it's a great program. Mitch Case and Johnny Cole and the guys over at the Pikeville Fire Department have been absolutely amazing through this. Our first class is about probably almost halfway through. And it's going really well. We've been able to maintain almost all that we begin the class with. So the next class we'll just have limited amount of seats. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, you can reach out to Mitch Case at Pikeville Fire Department or to me, Dale Morton at Pikeville Medical Center, and we can get the information to Mitch for you. And he can let you know when that class will be starting, what nights they'll go. I think they go 2 nights a week for 4 hours a night, and then 1 Saturday a month for 8 hours to get the hours that's required to do the EMT class. So, that's going to be such a benefit to so many people, because this class that we've got people from Pike County, Floyd County, Letcher County, and I think even a couple from Martin County. So that's going to help our region as a whole by putting people, like I said, that have the knowledge and will have, enough equipment, at least in these jump bags, to be able to support care until an ambulance arrives. So it's going to be a great thing for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say where you live shouldn't determine if you live.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And it's just, unfortunately, just healthcare from A to Z has so many openings in it. The EMS to the hospitals to doctors' offices to clinics to everything to do with healthcare, just because of our population is older, which means that in the most part that our population is sicker, and we just need more people helping us take care of them. That's just not at the ready. We're working on it. We're doing a lot of things in the community. Our senior administration and our leadership is working hard to produce more nursing programs, which will get us more nurses and respiratory programs and patient care techs and all kinds of programs to bring more people into the medical field, which is just going to benefit us as a whole. Maybe not today, but 2 or 3 years down the road, we're going to reap the fruits from it, and it's going to be really good.
Yeah, absolutely. We're building that future in healthcare right here in Pikeville.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for joining us today and talking to us. I know it was really beneficial to me. Hopefully it was beneficial to others watching. So thank you all so much for watching, and tune in next time for another Pikeville Medical Center Specialty Spotlight.